Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I have no idea what I'm doing today. As unprepared as I usually am for these streams, it's 10 times worse today. I've not been productive at all this weekend, so we'll see how it goes. If anybody's watching, you can let me know if the audio is yay or nay, and I will adjust as appropriate. I think I'm racing i3 tonight, is what I'm doing. I'm going to do it in a virtual machine instead of on metal this time, just because then if I have to, you know, shut things down and start it back up to get things to take effect, I don't have to worry about that. Oh, so how's everybody doing? I think I'm doing okay. I did a video today, so there will be a video for tomorrow, which is good. The end of last week was just not friendly to me in terms of video making. Thursdays just did not work out worth a damn, so I had to scrap it. Fridays was the podcast, which was a pain in the ass to edit. And Sunday or Saturday, I just did not want to do anything, like at all. So I didn't. It's just the way it's gonna work sometimes. Hmm. Just gonna wait a few minutes, then I'll just go ahead and get started. So my plan, if you want to call it that, it's not much of a plan, is that I'm going to make a wallpaper for myself, like a custom wallpaper. It's obviously gonna be the simplest thing ever. Because I have three colors. Three colors are going to be the basis for the entire theme. Uh, I'm gonna make the wallpaper, and then we'll jump into a virtual machine, install i3 gaps, and rice it from bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top, and then we'll see how it goes. Uh, and I'm gonna apologize right up front. I do not have the chat in front of me, or I won't have the chat in front of me the whole time. So if you say something in chat and I don't see it, I apologize for that. So let's jump over to GIMP. So we're going to create a wallpaper, and it's going to be HD. Now I have these are the three colors that I'm going to be using. The dark is going to be the background, and then I'm going to create some like wavy things or whatever. It's going to be the least original wallpaper ever, but I don't care. I will show you what I have for inspiration here. This is the inspiration. This was from, I believe this is from the Nitrix review that DT did. I like that wallpaper, so I stole the colors. That's the plan anyways. I'm going to emulate that wallpaper. And then we'll do some racing. So first, that is the color that I want to use. So that's the background. And then we want that like that free select tool. Actually, what we need to do is create a new layer. So if we don't do a new layer, it will look dumb. So, okay. And now we can do the free select tool. do like this. Okay, and then we can go through it, and I believe we can change this. I don't know how to use Gipit like at all, so this should be an adventure. I think there's like a nodes tool here somewhere. Maybe that's in... Maybe that was in Inkscape. I guess they don't have to be curves. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's definitely not going to look like the way I thought it was going to look. That's not surprising at all. Alright, let's see here. So we want this to be pink, which is EB4. EB4, I'm going to have this number 07B. And we'll save that so it's, there. Okay. And then we'll create another layer. Okay. Do. This one's going to be purple. Free select. I wish it was a curved one. That's how you do a curve. Okay, well, I mean, I'm just playing around. This is purple. That's going to be... Okay. I'm going to delete this layer and make that curvy. If this is the dumbest thing you've ever watched, I agree with you. What you can do. Alright, let's see here. New layer. And this thing. Nah. Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not professional, but who cares? I may make the purple one more wavy. And then we're going to add some text. Right here. All right, and then we want to make it bigger. All right, we want to change the color to this, but darker. Yeah. So a little bit bigger. I wondered if white would actually look better. Steals it away. A little bit lighter. That literally just blends in. Yeah. Select none, so that looks like... Why does that have white in it? No, it's gone. Alright, good. That's not centered, like, you know, not even a little bit. That's tough. Alright, we gotta move that. And I'm just gonna eyeball it like I usually do. If I was at all talented, I'd make this look like it was like embossed or something. But I'm not talented at all to do that. Like, not at all. As you can tell. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna save it. Just in case. Alright. Now, so we're going to be installing this in Arco. And I've done no prep work for this other than installing guest editions. So, I have done that at least. At least I think I did. I don't think I actually tested it. I'm actually going to do... Oh, I'm going to have to close out of this and go back out. Get out of Wayland. Oh, Wayland is horrible. I hate Wayland. Nobody wants to use Wayland. And, of course, VirtualBox hates SDDM. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Gnome on Xorg, thank you very much. Yeah. Alright. Now, let's see here. We need a terminal. We'll zoom in, and we'll make this full screen. So we're going to install i3 gaps, so we need sudo pacman-s i3 gaps may be in the AUR. I don't even know. Nope, it's in the regular repositories. We need i3 lock, status, polybar. I think that's it. I think that's it. Polybar may not be in the main repositories. It is in the Arco Linux repo, though. Thank you, Arco Linux. Looks like it all installed. So I'm supposed to run this configuration file, huh? Okay. Now, we should be able to log out and go into i3 gaps. See if this actually worked. It probably didn't work, knowing my luck. I'm gonna log out here. And we're gonna face the same thing we just did with stupid SDDM. It does not like full screen. Okay. There we go. I don't see I3 there. Yep, there we go, right there. I3. It was just hidden. Okay, we have I3. And we're gonna hit enter to create the config. Yep. And we want the Windows key, so enter to select that, and we're good. So, if we do super enter, do we get terminal? We do. We get URXVT. Okay, cool. Well, we got this far. So the next task is going to be getting polybar working. So first, we're going to sudo pacman-s vim, because I want to make sure vim is installed. It is installed, good. Alright, and then we're going to do alias equals v equals vim. That way I can, you know, remember my, just do my alias instead of using vim for the whole thing, because I'm lazy. How you doing, Adriano? Adriano? Is that you? I can't actually see the chat with the damn today. Probably butchered name. Sorry about that. I can't say my own name. Alright. So if we cd.config and do ls here, we should have an i3 folder, which we do. And we do ls, we have a config file, so we'll do vim config. And we'll zoom in. Oh, we can't zoom in URXVT. Or at least, I don't know. Does anybody know how to zoom into URXVT? I think I'm going to quit out of this. Quit this. It's been so long since I've used stock i3 that I don't even remember how to close a window. I think it's Super Shift Q. It is. Okay. I do remember how to close a window. So if we actually open that up and do sudo pacman-s alacrity. That's because I didn't spell it right. I cannot spell worth a damn. There we go. That way, now we do vim.config i3 config, and we change, let's see here, we're going to change the i3 sensible terminal. So change $, and we're going to make this alacrity. Oops, and we'll right and click this and do super shift and then R. And we should do, yeah, there we go, alacrity, super shift Q. Okay, so we'll zoom in. That way everybody can see. And clear. We'll do alias v equals vim again. Oops, no spaces, Matt. Okay. Yeah, I know you do, but I've never actually done it because I've never used URXVT for any amount of time. I hate X resources, with a passion. Mostly because I don't understand it. So, we do vim.config i3 config. There we go. So, this is just the standard i3 configuration file. So first we're going to do some fonts. The first thing we're going to want to do is do yay -s nerd fonts complete. Okay. And sure. And we'll let that download for a minute. All right. That will take a few minutes. I don't remember what the default key bindings are in this, like, at all. It's been so long since I've used standard i3. So we'll be changing the fonts. Be changing this to, even though it won't matter because we won't be actually using any of this stuff because the titles are going to be going away and the bars are going to be going away. But for now, nerd font, and we'll change this to 14. And then we're going to scroll down here a little bit. I don't remember any of this stuff here being in the standard i3 config before. I feel like I had to add that before. Doesn't matter. I'm going to change the focus, kill the window to just mod Q. That way that's done. And we're going to change dmenu run, because I don't actually have dmenu installed. We're going to change that to Rofi. Rofi. And then I think we need to do dash show drun dash show icons. And once this is done installing, I'll install Rofi. Why not Arco Linux? I would mostly because I was too lazy to install Arch. That's usually my excuse. But Arco is awesome. That's going to take forever. I forgot that it's probably not a good idea to download like a multiple gigabyte file. While I'm streaming. That's probably not the greatest idea I've ever had. But what the hell? I should have just downloaded the Hack Nerd font instead of the whole damn package. But it doesn't matter. It's done. It's doing it. I'm gonna have this whole Gatorade gone before I get through like half an hour. It's so thirsty, lady. Okay, what else can we change while we're waiting? Oh, this JKL semicolon. We can change that. That's the dumbest thing ever about i3. It's HJKL, dude. That's better. I'll leave the arrows because sometimes I do use arrows, the arrow keys. I'm a heathen. I can't help it. J K L. There we go. Yeah, and we'll have to change this here, I think. Yeah. Mod. Like mod G or something. For split H. Because we can't keep... That would be a conflict. I don't think I have mod G anywhere else. That's the only one. Okay. Good. I don't need any more than 10 workspaces on this one for now. Nerd fonts is continuing on. Okay. I forgot that the compression or compressing and all that stuff for Building the nerd fonts will take forever because I only gave the virtual machine 4 cores. Hey DT, how you doing? Just installing nerd fonts live on stream like the smartest person ever. Ah. Alright. So we can get rid of the bar. We'll just comment it out for now. Because eventually I'll probably use it again. Because knowing me, I'll probably not get Polybar working right away because it's been forever since I've actually had to set up Polybar from scratch. Usually I just download my own config, which I'm not doing. I'm gonna try to avoid doing. Because that'd be cheating. Ah, here we go. Look. That's the worst part about Yay, is sometimes you have to enter your password twice. Because it times out. Especially with nerd fonts, it always times out. That's what you get for actually installing the whole nerd font package. Like a dumbass. Alright. Let's see. So we haven't saved this. And we can do Mod Shift R. And there's no errors, which is good. That means I should be able to mod Q to that, which is good. Alright. Good. I love when things work out. With an angle key? I don't even know. I don't think I even have the split stuff. What I have, I do have the split stuff in my own config. I don't know what I have it set to. All right. So the next thing we got to do is Polybar. All right. Actually, I probably should shut this down and enable drag and drop because then I can get that wallpaper that I spent, that gorgeous wallpaper I spent 5 minutes designing all by myself. Oh, let's see. Okay. Zoom in again. Alright, so let's see. cd.config. And I think there should be a polybar here somewhere. So cd into polybar. Yep. All we get is a config. And I think that's going to have a bar called example. Yep, it's going to have a bar called example, which is usually the way we want it to do it. So let me I need to see what the Polybar launch script looks like. I can never remember. I think I have it written down somewhere. I might have to look it up. There we go, Rofi. All right. Let's see here. I can never remember this. Here we go. And this one has it called main, but it should work. Because copy and pasting stuff on the internet always works just like that. I mean, obviously, just out of the box. All right, let's see. So we need to, where were we? Out of this, we're going to touch launch. Actually, I have to spell it right. chmod plus x launch.sh. And this is going to be called main, so we can go back into the other one and rename it main. sh main. Okay. Quit that. Now we need to have the down here at the bottom. We're going to do this. Let's see here. Exec underscore always. I think in order to have it launch, you have to give it the full path. But I might be wrong. I might be able to do this. Home. I don't know. Config. If I can spell it right. Polybar. Launch. .sh. And my shift R. And I have a polybar. That's the easiest polybar has ever happened for me. Okay. Polybar achieved. Okay. We still need the wallpaper. We need to get rid of the titles. So let's go ahead and get rid of the titles next. The title bars. That should be up here somewhere. I may have to go to the... I actually think that that's just a default thing. Actually, I can't remember. Or, yeah, okay, so we're going to go to here. We're going to go to the best damn tiling window manager documentation in the biz. It gets no better than this. All right, here we go. We're going to search for title bar. I think I'll know it when I see it, what I need to get in there. Maybe I won't recognize it when I see it, though. Who knows? Let's see here. Those are going to be rules. I think I missed it somewhere. Oh, DT, no. My friend, no, don't. I don't want to talk about Haskell. Haskell is dead to me. Haskell hates me. All right, come on, where is it? I don't think it's in there by default, though. No, it's not. You have to add it. Now, I could look at my actual config, but I'm trying not to cheat. I'm trying to do it from the ground up without looking at the one that I did ages ago. Mm. At least that's what I'm trying to do. But oh, you want it? I think. And then we're back to the top, so I missed it somewhere. Yeah. I think actually what I'm going wrong is that it's classified as a border. I think that's what's going wrong here. That's what I think I'm doing. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm on the other monitor looking at my other config. Like I said, I wasn't going to do. What I find it entertaining is I can't find it in there either. Um, so like I said, I think it's classified as a border. I think if we go up here, I don't think it really matters where you put this. I think it'll be better below the key bindings though. But ahead of the workspaces. Like I said, that did not work. Okay. Because of course it didn't. Maybe it's not border. We're struggling with the borders. Let's see here. Focus. Default orientation. Um, yeah. When in doubt, Google it. You don't really set it to 0, do you? That's no way that's actually true. Is that what I did before? It's what I did before. So you can't actually turn those off? Okay. That's the reason why I couldn't find it, because it wasn't. Yeah, there you go. All right, good. That was a lot of work for something stupid. All right. Okay, so we can get rid of some of these comments. They'll make things a little bit better. And then okay. The next thing to do is to, you know what? Wallpaper. So what we're going to do is download sudo pacman-s h. Just going to use fa, or however you pronounce it, which apparently it's already here, which is good, because of course it's here. Zarco Linux. And the best way to get the wallpaper I created onto this VM is probably to upload it to like Imager or something. I don't know. Um, I think that's probably the best way because I don't have copy and paste or anything like that installed, and I don't want to shut down because I'm, you know, lazy. Let's see here. I can actually find stuff. It's always more entertaining to watch a stream where the streamer always is doing stuff on the monitor that you can't see, right? I mean, that's the rule. It's always like, what's Matt doing? Oh, he's doing stuff on the other screen that we can't see. It's a good idea, right? Okay. Now, go to. This would have been much easier if I just logged out and, you know. All right, good. That's the, I mean, there's no way that actually downloaded like in full resolution because of course it didn't. Not that it's not the most pixelated piece of crap I've ever made, but it'll get the job done. It's horrible. Whatever. Doesn't matter. So if we do bg dash scale slash pictures. Actually, not slash pictures. That's dumb. LC wall. Apparently, I didn't download it. Unar? There we go. I didn't know what file manager I had on here. Yeah, apparently it's not what it's called. Okay. Of course it's not. That's not what it's called. Okay. And we have a wallpaper. It's not even the right size. It was the right size when I created it. It's just you can't expect Imager or whatever the hell it is to give you the right resolution. It doesn't matter. That's the jankiest looking piece of crap I've ever, but it works. So those are the three colors that I'm going to be using. So the next thing is to do polybar, I guess. So we can go over here, get out of this, make sure it's saved, and then go to cd.config polybar, and we'll vim into config. All right. Now, the background is going to be, oh man, it's still gonna have to do this. All right. That way I can actually see the color codes. Yeah, it seemed to have worked. Okay. So the background is going to be 253 238. That's not the right color code. That's not even close to being right. 253, man, not 235. So 253. Wow, that's quite a difference between. That's better. Okay, good. And then let's see here. We want like the background color of the active workspace to be the pink or the purple. I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll try both. So we're going to go down here to the i3 module, which is all the way down here. Actually, I might have passed that by. No, I didn't pass it by. This is laid out completely different than the polybar configuration that I used to use. Okay, so focus active. This is the active workspace on focus monitor. The background, we don't want it to be alt. We just want to change the color. So change this to, oh, let's see. Let's try the pink. So EB407B. Okay, well, it is definitely pink. The underline, we want it to be the same color. Or actually, what we can do is, I think, just disable that and it will go away. And Polybar uses semicolons for comments. Yeah, okay. That's not bad. The white color background of the number, though, might be a pain in the ass, but we'll wait to see. I'm getting rid of these headphones. I don't need them. Okay, so let's do modules then. Next one is modules. And we also want to add the fonts. So going up here where the fonts are right here. Font -1 equals all right, and then let's see here. I think it's, I can't remember if you have to use quotation marks for the fonts or not when you're using a font that has two, words. I don't think so. You do, actually. At least I have it that way. So, oops. So quotation marks, I forgot I don't have surround on here. You want to do hack nerd font. For now, at least. And then it's colon size equals 14, and we'll call it 10. And then semicolon 2 quotation marks. I actually think we can make this font 0 because then we can actually, we won't delete this just in case I F it up. And then I'm sure there's a fancy way in Vim to do this substitutions, but I'm a perpetual Vim noob. That was horrible. Yeah, better. Alright, now. Yeah. Even though that's way bigger than what I was expecting it to be, it still works just fine. Okay. Then we're going to go through and do some customizations of the modules, and we need, for that, we need some icons. Because for whatever reason, the example polybar config has the volume percentage twice, which is weird. So we're gonna delete some of this stuff. Let's see. We don't need backlight. That can go away. And that's because it has also and pulse audio. That's right. We can delete the also one. We can delete the keyboard. I know what keyboard I have. The memory can stay. The CPU can stay. The WLAN can go. Ethernet can go. The battery can go. Temperature is probably not going to work without LM sensors installed. So we can just install that, and we can delete the power menu. Okay. And we can delete MPD for now. And we delete the BSPWM because we don't remember this. This is I3. Okay. And we can go down here to tray position, change this word to none. That'll get rid of the tray completely. All right. Yeah, that's better. Clean that stuff up a little bit. And then we'll go down here to date. We'll change, let's see here. So this has it just displaying the date time, but we can delete the date part. And we're just going to have it show the time, which we want to be %sign capital I. And then %sign P. Yep. Oh, I didn't do %sign. I did ampersand like a dumbass. Okay. That's better. Yeah. We'll put a space in between there, actually. Yeah, that looks better. Now, we want no underline. So we'll get rid of the underline, and we will get ourselves an icon. So we'll go to the Nerd Fonts cheat sheet. All right. Yeah, Rampus, I'm using Polybar. Yep. And Torsten, I think you can actually do it with or without the quotation marks. So I think it works both ways. Just like you can use pixel size and size for the font size, it works both ways. Okay, here we go. Cheat sheet. Clock. That's not how you spell clock. That's better. Okay. We'll use this one. Okay. I think what we just do here is I don't think that's going to work because we're not using it shows up there, but you can barely see it. I'm probably really yelling in the microphone right there, but what's that sign? It needs like a space in between it. And then we need to change the format prefix dash foreground to, let's just, for now, purple will be fine. Which, I'm going to have to go actually look at the color code, which, alright, which is, the easier way to do this would be to set them as the variable up top and then just use the variable over and over again, obviously. That'd be the easy way to do it, but if you've watched the channel for any amount of time, you'll know that I never do things the easy way. Because why would you do that? EB 407 and then B. Okay. There we go. And we have an icon. Sweet. Okay. That's a good start. We're just going to alternate pink and purple, I think. It's not the most complicated color scheme ever. It's literally 3 colors, but it works fine, I think. It's going to be just fine. Then the next one is... Let's see. Next one we want to do is CPU. Okay. So we'll change the format prefix is going to be a CPU thing. So we're going to have to go over here and do search for chip. I think, yeah. And we'll do, and the reason why it won't show up in Alacrity is because Alacrity is not using the proper font. That's the reason why. So it won't show up in Alacrity, but that should be fine. And then it proved me wrong by actually showing up. Thank you, Alacrity. Alright, and then we'll change the foreground to purple, which is going to be this color over here. Pound sign 68383 AB1. And that doesn't have a pound sign in front of it, so that wouldn't actually work. And it has one too many numbers. There we go. There we go. And then, oh, there's no underline. We need to get rid of the underline. There we go. And then the next one, we're moving right along, is going to be memory. Okay, so format prefix for this one is going to be like a line graph or something. Chart, maybe? Yeah. Is there just like a line? Yeah, this one right here, I like this one better. I think this is the one I use on mine when I use Polybar. I'm looking at my DWM bar and see what I use for memory. I use like a weird chip thing. This one will work. This will be fine. I don't think that's what it's supposed to look like. Go home, Alacrity, you're drunk. Yeah, okay. It turned out fine. It just did not show up in Alacrity the right way. And this is going to be the pink color. Mm-hmm. 07 B. Okay, and then turn off the underline. Right, and restart. We need some space in between here. Yeah, that's not looking half bad. Now the volume one is going to take a little bit more work because that's going to have to change the output. Pulse audio. Here we go, right here. Okay, well, let's see your vol percentage. I think if I delete this part here, that weird bar will go away. And I was right. Okay, and we're going to change the volume word here to a speaker. So we'll change word here and go to here, and we'll look for volume. We'll do the partially full one. And we're going to need a space in between that. That's better. Yeah. And now we need to change the color of the prefix. Oh. Format prefix? Is that even a thing in Pulse Audio? I think I'm going to have to create it. I don't know if it'll actually work or not. Format prefix. Is that what it's called? Of course, you can't spell because there's not. It's not Fortmax. Fortmat. Can't spell. Format fix. Equals. And then quotation marks. Okay, and we'll delete it here. I don't think that that's actually going to work now because the pulse volume, the pulse audio module does not have the format prefix thing working. I found that out before because it makes it harder in hell to actually go through and change the color of just the icon. All right, we'll come back. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Yeah, I always use the cheat sheet. I don't know why. It's just where I started. There's an awesome cheat sheet too, but the awesome font cheat sheet is horrible because they have like 12 different versions of the awesome fonts, and you don't know which one you have installed because I mean, obviously who goes and looks. But also they have like a pro version that they have mixed in, but they don't tell you which ones are pro with in like a proper font that you can actually read. It's dumb. Okay, so what was the other one? Is the file system. Okay, so we have we don't have a format prefix here as well, and I don't know if you can create one, but we're gonna find out. But why? I don't know why you can't. You wanna know what? Up here where pulse audio is, I think I can fix that. I mean, is there a reason why you can't just use format prefix as a variable like you do everything else? There's no way this works. If this works, it'd be done. Yeah, it just uses the text. I figured that wouldn't work. That would have been too easy. All right. The weirdest thing about Polybar is that it uses different syntax for certain things. So like down there in the file system, the mount point equals the root file system, and they use that as also as a variable for calling it when displaying it on the bar, and they use percentage signs to call that variable. But up here in the also one, they use these things to call them. So I wonder if I would be able to do that up here with the pulse. I don't think so. Because I think it's going to have to do with the way the script is coded. Yeah, that's what I thought. Nope. That's the way the volume thing works, apparently. I think the way I got around it in my own i3 config was by going through and writing my own script. Okay. Label mounted foreground? What about label unmounted foreground? Oh, so this just calls the color right here. Okay, so we'll change this word here to purple, I guess. And that's 683 AB1, which turned it white. Oh, that's because there's an extra pound here. There we go. Even if you can't see it. It'd be nice to actually use an icon there. But I don't think it would work. Okay. Let's see here. I'm looking. Oh, that's how I did that in my own. I just put the icon here, but then you can't change the color of the icon. If you put the icon in the label, if I just copied and pasted it here, actually, of course I can. Because I could use this syntax here, at least for the file system part. So I don't think there's a hard drive. Disk. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, this one right here. Okay. And what we'll do is change this here. Yeah, kinda works. It kinda works. We just gotta get rid of the F. Of course, it changes the whole thing. Because I got rid of... I bet you it's because there's supposed to be a bracket here. No. Because, of course, it changes the whole thing. Wonder why it did that. Oops. That hard drive symbol shows up as like a little skier, which is weird, right? Because you're not using the right font and alacrity. But it shows the... Yeah, it's really weird. So that's not going to work. I don't want it all to be purple, because then you can't see the text. It's gonna be okay though. Now there's an extra one there. Maybe that's the reason why. No. I don't know what that syntax, why that syntax is like that. That's really weird. Hey Andre, how you doing? Yeah, that's weird. I guess we'll just change it to... You want to... I bet you because there's supposed to be a percentage sign there. Oops, wrong. Haha, win. Okay, so we need a space in between there. Haha, yeah, it worked. Let me get rid of the... Yeah. Now, if only we could get that volume one to show up, that'd be great. Now, do you think that that same syntax there would work for volume? I'm going to guess no, because it's going to be the way the script is written. Because this is script-based. But we're going to try it, because why not? We're going to go up here and try it, because it's not... It does not hurt to try. It actually did work. Oh, awesome. I'm gonna go. Gotta get the right icon. And we'll change this to this and right and control and we gotta make, and we'll have to change the file system to pink. Down here to pink, we'll change this word here to EB 407B. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now this is what this looks like so far. So that's that. It doesn't look horrible. I don't hate it. I don't understand the rounded corners that Polybar here has. That's a little weird. Because I don't have it specified as rounded corners, and I don't think Polybar or PyCom is actually installed, so I don't know what's rounding the corners. It's a little weird. I bet you there's not actually rounded corners there. It's just something to do with the wallpaper. I haven't tried Pipewire at all, Larry. Maybe someday I'll eventually go through and do that. Little intimidating, kind of like switching to Wayland was the first time. Like, because you know that first time you tried Wayland like 3 years ago, when you just knew everything was going to break. Polybar will do its own rounded corners. I didn't even know that. So if you set these to 0, if you change this to 0, it would be not rounded corners. Yeah. Okay. So Polybar does its own rounded corners. I had no clue that was even possible. I thought to do rounded corners, you had to use PyCom in order to do it. So I learned something new. That's awesome. Okay, so that's Polybar. The next thing we're going to do is this stupid border around the windows. We're going to make that pink as well. So okay. Yeah, it definitely is. I didn't no clue. I don't really want rounded corners, so I just turned it off now. But surprising that it actually, you know... Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so the borders are done in this weird thing here at the bottom, which isn't included by default. So I forgot I don't have the Vim key bindings in this version of Firefox. Let's see here. Colors. Changing colors right here. So we need to copy and paste this thing here. Why on earth this is not in the i3 config by default, I have no clue. It's the stupidest thing. So it definitely should be. Okay, so focus border is going to be pink, which is, again, I don't have these numbers memorized, which I should at this point. I've only entered them 10 times. And I was already in insert mode. EB407B. And we have pink. That's the top. That's just... why was that just the top? Is that because... do we do mod V and mod G? Mod V and V G. Okay. That should be all of it. This doesn't have a border at all. Funky. Okay. I think, if I remember it, we just changed this to the same everywhere. EB407V. And want this to be the same. And we'll see if that looks like. Yeah, there we go. You know, I was just thinking about this. This pink that I'm using, probably been trademarked by Hex DSL. I'm sorry, Hex. I'm stealing your color. But it works. It works. I don't know why the top is heavier. I've got something enabled that's doing that. Also, why there's not a where on earth are the gaps on this workspace? Okay, well, I think we need to add gaps. We need to add gaps because you can't not have gaps. So we're gonna now we know that polybar is gonna work. We can get rid of this bar part here, and we're gonna insert gaps. So first we'll fix the border problems. For_window class equals caret dot asterisk and then border pixel 1. Okay, and then gaps inner 5, gaps outer 8. And we have an error. And because we have the font set to 0, we don't actually get to know what the error is. It's going to be this thing here, though. I guarantee it. So we'll delete this. Yeah, there we go. All right, now, again, I would like to know why this doesn't have borders when this one does. I think what I'm going to have to do is log out and log back in. That's why I'm in a VM right now, so let's go ahead and log out. Oh, I can't remember. Is it Super Shift E? Yeah. Yes. All right. Let's see what this looks like. All right, and of course we don't actually have. Okay, so we have no borders. Okay, why don't we have any borders? I apparently turned the borders off somewhere. Okay, well, something to fix. I've been streaming now for an hour and a half already. These streams always go incredibly fast. And I always have so much planned for them. I never get nearly as much done as I should get done because everything takes so much more time than it should. Alright, so first, cd.config i3, vim and oops. And down here at the bottom, exec underscore always fe -bg scale $home pictures, and what the hell's the name of that? cd dot pictures, and it's this here. It'd be so much easier if that was named something, you know, appropriate, but nobody cares. And there we go. Now we have wallpaper, and that will show up every time, so that won't go away, which I should have just done to begin with. Okay, so now borders. Why aren't the borders showing up? Class is misspelled. Where? Typo in class. So everybody's shouting to make typo in class. Oh, is it because was it up there at the top? That was the error that I was getting because I copied and pasted it, or didn't copy and paste it. Yeah, it's gonna end up being right. So we'll try that again. Maybe that'll give us the borders back. For window class. Yeah, because you gotta remember, typing and spelling, not my strong suit. And we have borders. The chat always saves my ass. Yeah, I did delete it because actually going through and proofreading stuff would be too much work. Okay, so we have borders. The next thing, I'm gonna try to get this whole race done. All that's left is the terminal. Well, I mean, technically I'd have to go through and do the GTK stuff, but I'm not doing the GTK stuff tonight because I don't know. I haven't gone through and searched for a GTK theme yet. I didn't do that beforehand, and I should have, but I didn't. Okay. So now, if I remember right, Alacrity doesn't actually have an configuration file like in the config file. You have to find the default one, which is probably in cd slash cd slash etc xdg maybe. No, it's not there. That would have been too easy. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go find out where the standard configuration file for Alacrity is. Or I could just copy it from their GitHub page. Because I think there's a on alacrity.yaml here. Yeah, we can just copy this. This right here is why I don't like Alacrity. Look at that freaking configuration file. Holy crap, Batman. Way too many lines. Minimalism is the thing. YML. Oh, I did that wrong. I'm dumb. Sometimes I wonder if I even know how to use Linux. I'm pretty sure I don't. Yeah, I could do that, but it was just easier to go Google it. All right. Okay, and then now we can just copy and paste. Well, supposedly. That didn't work worth a damn. Why it didn't, I don't know. I've never had that happen before in Vim. No, I guess we're gonna have to do it that way. Okay, that's weird. I don't... I think I'm gonna have to do sudo update db in order to do that first. Locate .yml. And it's in /doc. So cp/user share doc alacrity example alacrity.yml and then tilde/.config alacrity. All right, now cd.config alacrity less vim alacrity, and I don't have the alias. Okay, good. We're there. Just ended up having to do that because the copy and paste thing didn't work. All right, we're looking for, and honestly, we're gonna get rid of all this stuff anyways, so that was completely pointless because we're gonna go over here and go to terminal.sexy. The best domain ever. Okay, so really we're just going to change all these things to the 3 colors that we want. So the background is going to be the dark theme for 253 53 Matt 53. Holy hell. 238 238. Okay, that's going to be the background. The foreground is going to be, I mean, I'm going to do something stupid here. I'm going to make it pink, but it's going to end up being white because nobody wants pink text. But I'm going to do it anyways because why the hell not? EB407B. Okay. We're going to copy this here and make this... go away. I pressed the wrong button. There's a difference between the letter B and the letter V, Matt, you dumbass. I've been here for too long. There we go. Okay. We'll change the purple to actual purple. 683 AB1. And we'll change this to the same thing, which we can actually just copy and paste that. I did it again. Man, there's a difference between B and V. I don't If you don't know your alphabet by at this point in your life, you might as well just give it up. That background actually kind of looks solarized to me, doesn't it? There is a way to add master stack to i3. Just Google and you'll find the first result should be a Reddit post. Am I gonna post this rice on Unix porn? Probably not. It would not go well over there because the Unix porn guys, the moderators there, don't like me because I bitch them all the time. Uh, all right, let's see here. So we want this color here, which is this color here, to be pink as well. Everything pink, everything. Pink and purple. That's gonna be the name of the game. There's gonna be no contrast whatsoever. Why not so much pink? Purple and pink, purple and pink. It's literally the only two other colors I have. Cause that's what I chose. Cause that's what I'm doing. It's gonna be purple and pink. And white. Cause there's some of these things there just has to be something other than purple and pink. Let me see if I can find it for you. There's a yeah, this one here. I can't copy and paste that from this VM. I can't do it. That's beyond my capabilities in this virtual machine. I didn't enable it. I don't think it'll work just out of the box. I don't think so. No, it didn't work that way. Because you have to enable that, in settings, and you can't do that while the virtual machine is live. So, yeah, I'll leave that on screen for a minute. I don't know why Google or YouTube insists on messaging you via email when you're live. Like, I know I'm live. You don't you don't have to. Okay. It's dumb. I could just, do this in an actual. Oh, and then it gave you the Google link. Like, why did it give you a Google? That's not the one I meant. This is the right one. Copy and pasting is even beyond me. Okay, go away. All right, more purple. All right, so now we're gonna export this thing to Alacrity. Here, export, colors, and then 1, and then we're gonna delete everything. We're just gonna get rid of it all. Oh, no, we'll leave it here. We'll just find the colors. Where's the colors? So we're gonna get rid of from here. All the way down to here, I think. Yeah. What the hell is it with Vim and pasting like that? That's the dumbest thing ever. Why? Don't worry about it. That's what I'm here for. Um, I've never seen Vim paste like that in my entire life. What is wrong with you, Vim? Or am I blaming Vim for Alacrity's problems? Um, we're gonna quit out of that. We're gonna quit out of this, and we're gonna open up URXVT, and we're gonna vim into .config alacrity. Oops, that's the wrong one. Alacrity.yaml. Okay, we're gonna scroll. We're gonna here, up here, colors. There's something really messed up with the way it's pasting. I'm gonna see if it's alacrity for its Vim. Get rid of all this, all this, all this. Go down here, down to Bell. All right, and then, and you can't copy and paste in URXVT. Of course, you can't copy and paste in URXVT out of the box, because why would you want basic functionality in a terminal? Okay, well, you want to know what? We're just going to go ahead and we'll save this, and we'll quit this, and we'll open up Gnome Terminal. I think I have terminal on here. Gnome Terminal. I have Termite. Oh, Termite, you're gonna save me. Why haven't I been using Termite the whole time? Oh. There. That's how you do it. Alacrity, you're dumb. Okay, now. There we go. That's Alacrity for you. It's pink and not a lot of purple. There should be more purple here. A lot of pink. We were always going to have to mess around with it and figure it out. Okay, so we're going to change some pink here to purple and some purple to pink. So first this. Okay. And then change this to pink. And this one here to purple. This is literally trial and error because none of these images, none of these colors, hard word there, Matt, are supposed to be all the same color. They're supposed to be different colors, right? But I don't want them to be different colors. I want them to be purple and pink, all of them, because why not? It's really pink, right, Larry? I can't help it. It's gonna be okay. And that means I'm gonna have to go through here and export this again, and then go to one here, and we can't, of course, we can't use Alacrity to copy and paste because Alacrity is terrible. Okay. The good news is we can just do this. That didn't change anything. I mean, literally changed nothing. My goal for this rice was to use something that nobody really uses before, so my last few rices have all been predetermined color schemes. So I wanted to come up with one of my own, but I don't do a very good job of putting colors together. So I just chose 3 that I liked. Well, more, I stole them from that wallpaper that was on that DT video. That's where I got it from. So we can close this. We'll try again. Okay. So we need less pink and more purple. Because this was purple before. I wish in terminal.exe you could run a command. Like if I could run neofetch and then test neofetch right in here, because then you could make neofetch look pretty much the way you want using terminal colors. Because I know you can go through in neofetch in the neofetch config and change the color manually, but I would love to do it right here in terminal.exe. But I don't think that that's going to work. All right. Let's change this to pink. Actually, you want to hold on a second. All right. All right. This was always going to be the hardest part because creating a terminal color scheme is not all that easy because you don't know where it's going to apply what colors. Not really. After the background and the foreground. That's still all pink. So you don't actually, I mean, and that's changing almost all of them to pink. So that means those three colors here, these three colors are what's determining the fonts right here. Okay. So we'll change these to purple, one of these to purple. Oops. All right. Purple. Change this one to purple. And then export again. And oops. And we'll try this again. That's way better. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's way better. I mean, it's not the most readable thing ever, but who cares? With pink being the actual color of the text, it actually is fairly readable. So let's quit with this and go into floating mode. Actually, that's just full screen. I can't remember the standard key bindings for i3 still after all this time. Okay, so that's the terminal, that's Polybar, that's the i3 stuff, that's the wallpaper. That's actually not horrible. So yay or nay in the chat. What do you guys think? Was this the worst rice ever, but not the worst rice ever? I'm thinking that it's not the worst rice ever. It's not terrible. Yeah. Pink, pink and purple. I was just gonna go purple and black. Purple and black was the original color scheme that I was going. It was just purple and black because I was watching a Northwestern game on the Big Ten Network the other day, and their uniforms are awesome. Their away uniforms are purple, black, and white. They're awesome. Now, I'm not a Northwestern fan. I went to Michigan State, so but the purple and black and white is just really nice. But then I saw that wallpaper, and I just decided to do this. Yeah, you'd have to go with something. I think in order to change the rampants, I think in order to make this really readable, you'd want to go through it and change the font to something different. So if we vim into, let's change it, makes this bigger. If we vim into .config alacrity, alacrity.yaml and change the font. Oh, wow, it really messed up Vim. Look what it did to Vim. Obviously, this is not a usable terminal scheme. This is purely for aesthetics, but you'd have to have a Vim theme to go along with this because it would not work well with doing this. That's horrible. I can't read that. Okay, I think I'm done. The terminal part was a failure. I'm not gonna ban you, Larry. You can have all the opinions you want on. Oh, wait, oh, you said roll tide? Roll tide? No, you're right. I'm banning you. Roll tide. Uh, Nobody likes Alabama outside of Alabama. I mean, it's just the way it is. Um, and I mean, you just go move over one state, go to Louisiana, you have people like LSU. So collegiate football is very much a regional sport. I'm from Michigan, so it's you're in California. Like, are you originally from Alabama? So did you like import your Roll Tideness? Or did you just or are you one of those bandwagon people like, if I'm gonna support somebody, I'm gonna support a team that wins the title all the time? Ah, all right, it's okay. I support Michigan State because I went to Michigan State. That's the reason why I'm a Michigan State fan. Otherwise I'd probably yeah, it's about all people. Anybody here knows about Alabama too. So okay, you know what? I think that I'm done because this stream has been going on for an hour and 48 minutes, which is about 48 minutes more than what I was comfortable streaming. But I'm glad I got done as much as I did. The terminal thing, yes, that was a complete failure. I'll work on that maybe next time, uh, because I'd like to have the terminal maybe the next time, maybe in the next time I feel like doing a ricing stream, I'll go through and continue this, and we'll need to do a Rofi theme, and we'll need to do a Vim theme. That's not nice, Larry. That's more that's more like Virginia or uh, West Virginia. Yeah, you what was I saying? Like I said, we'll have to do a Rofi theme and a Vim theme, and we'll work more on the terminal stuff because I think what I'm going to end up having to do is introduce a fourth color, like white. I think white would probably go okay with this, and then like make the text white. Everything else purple and pink. I think that's what will end up happening. And maybe we'll add some more modules the next time. I don't know. We had to play with it. I was trying just to stick with these three colors, but I don't know. We'll also do a better job on that wallpaper because that wallpaper is very pixely. It would probably be better if I went through and actually had the full resolution image. I think lighter pink would actually make it worse because it'd be harder to read. I don't know. It'll be something to play with. It won't be the next stream. The next stream, next Sunday at 7:30, I'm going to be messing around with wiki software. I think I'm going to go through and start working on the the distro watch thing that I was talking about, and see if I can go through and actually learn enough and put it together enough to you know, make it feasible. If I can get it up off the ground in terms of technology and stuff, getting it hosted on Linode or something, and actually installing MediaWiki or whatever I choose to go with, that's probably what's going to happen next stream. If it's not that, it'll be something different. That's very specific, but um, that's uh, that's the plan as of right now. Because the DistroWatch alternative thing that I was talking about is kind of an interesting project, but I don't know whether or not I actually want to go through and do it, because it's going to cost some cash, and I don't know if like the hosting probably will be fine for the first couple months because I can do like a free trial or whatever, but it's gonna be after that. It obviously all depend on how popular it is, the traffic and stuff. So it's it's gonna be a thing to think about. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you had a mighty time watching me theme this i3. It turned out better than I thought it would, but I know that it was painful to watch in some parts, and it was very bright. So, uh, if you are interested in getting some of our videos if you're interested in getting some of our videos early, you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/linuxcast. I'm at MTWB on Linux on Twitter, at the LinuxCast on Twitter for the channel. You can follow us on Facebook at the LinuxCast, but I don't actually go through and post all that much on Facebook because I hate Facebook, and I think everybody hates Facebook. So that's a thing. I should probably go ahead and thank our current patrons: Devon, Marcus, Meglin, Donnie, Sven, Merrick, Camp, and Mitchell. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you for your support. I'll see you next week, tomorrow with a video.